What's up, Internet? Last night was the WWE Money in the Bank, a Smackdown exclusive pay per view. We're going to get the name right this time. Um, and like last month, we're going to break down the matches. This will contain spoilers, so if you do not want spoilers, then please don't watch the video. Alright, we opened up the night with the Miss Money in the Bank ladder match, and congratulations to James Ellsworth for becoming the very first Miss Money in the Bank. Now, all memes aside, obviously, Carmella walked out the winner, and as far as the match goes, it wasn't really that great of a match. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't fantastic. There was nothing too crazy that was going on. I'm pretty sure everybody predicted that Carmella would win and that Ellsworth would be the one to climb the ladder. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see Tuesday how Shane and Daniel deal with it. Personally, I would like to see Carmella hold Money in the Bank because it's Carmella. I mean, who doesn't love Carmella? And I don't know. I think WWE needs to make the change with that. I really think that Carmella, as the SmackDown Women's Champion, would be awesome. It's so weird because I'm still feeling a little uncomfortable over the whole Ellsworth and Carmellsworth. I don't know why. I still feel so weird after that, but I think once she gets the belt, it's going to be kind of ditching Ellsworth. Will be what she does. But anyway, we got plenty of a pay-per-view left to cover. Second match was The New Day taking on the Usos. And personally, I'm not a fan of either team. I never really a fan of the Usos. I kind of like The New Day, but the whole gimmick has kind of grown stale on me. But the match was great. I thought the match was absolutely fantastic. The momentum shifting in that match was insane. Of course, New Day's win was by countout. So obviously this rivalry is not over, and I'm really enjoying these matches. So hopefully we see this kind of caliber matches in the future. Following that was Naomi versus Lana for the SmackDown Women's Championship, and I will say, I was not sure if this was going to be a good match. The only thing, alright, when those two got into the ring before the match started, the only thing I was certain of was that Lana was going to have a wardrobe malfunction. Seriously, that outfit, I mean, personally, I liked the outfit. I thought it was great, and it's not just because how revealing it was. I honestly thought it was a nice outfit. Anyway, Naomi versus Lana. I wasn't sure it was going to be good, but it was a very good match. At least in my eyes, it was a very good match. The only thing I didn't like was, of course, Lana with that screaming. Got annoying after the first, 2 minutes of the match, and I don't know. I don't know if I could deal with that every Tuesday night. But anyway, Carmella came down to the ring, and I was sitting there thinking, oh man, she's going to pull a Seth Rollins. She's going to cash in the Money in the Bank and make it a triple threat match. And Ellsworth's going to help her win. This is it. Carmella's going to win. But of course, that didn't happen. Naomi ended up getting the win. But in Lana's debut match, I thought she did very well. She definitely has transferred skills well from developmental to the main stage. And I could see Lana as the women's champion, more than likely only to be cashed in by Carmella. So following that, Mike and Maria Kanellis graced the St. Louis crowd with their presence, and boy did they get a pretty nice pop. Well, let's be honest, she's the only one that got the real pop there. They're going to show the universe the quote-unquote power of love. Now, the angle's probably going to be annoying as hell, but it's different. And as a guy who's been watching wrestling for many, 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 many years, wrestling it hasn't been different really lately. Okay, of course, we'll get to that at the end of the video, but I'll elaborate more on it. But the following match was Randy versus Jinder Mahal. WWE champion Jinder Mahal. Okay, it's been a month, and it's just so weird saying that Jinder Mahal is the WWE champion. All right, we got a match to talk about. I thought it was a real bummer that it was as early as it was. It was literally an hour and a half into the pay-per-view, which means that there was no hype in the match about possibly somebody running down and cashing in Money in the Bank. But the match itself was good. It was much better than Backlash's, so obviously they have put the time in, the work together. Jinder playing, the anti-hometown hero, villain, whatever that role is called. He plays it very well. He's actually quickly becoming one of the top heels in the company. I think he's not quite Miz status, but he's getting there. The ending of the match, not really a fan of, because it was pretty much just like Backlash. Randy gets pissed off because the Singh brothers interfere. The Singh brothers get absolutely destroyed. And then he rocks in the ring. Jinder locks in the Colossus. Puts him down. 1, 2, 3. He wins. Now, WWE has made it a trend for wrestlers to kind of lose in their hometown. Like, you remember AJ Styles losing in Atlanta? Clean to Dolph Ziggler? But I don't really think that Randy's going to be feuding with Jinder really much longer. What do I think's going to happen next? It's more than likely going to be a John Cena feud, and John Cena's going to more than likely win his 17th world title. Alright, following that match was something I never thought I would see in my life. Breezango is co-headlining Money in the Bank. And if that's not crazy enough, they wrestle the Ascension. Now earlier, Breezango was doing their Fashion Files video, came across a tape and that had the people who vandalized their office, whatever, attacked Breeze and this and that. But anyway, this tape said, meet us in the ring tonight. Well, it turns out to be the Ascension. Honestly, I was bummed. I was thinking for somebody like NXT, maybe like call up the Authors of Pain or something. I don't know, but it was pretty underwhelming to say that it was the Ascension, and instead of having Breezango trying to get over in the ring, beating somebody like the Ascension. I mean, let's be honest. The Ascension are pretty much just squashed right now. But I thought it would have been a good time to call up a new tag team. But, can't always get what you want. But I still didn't think it would be co-main event. It wasn't a co-main event kind of match. I don't know, man. Well, the main event was the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. 6 men that quickly became 5 after Baron Corbin comes down and just clocks Nakamura. So there's going to be a pretty good chance that it's going to be a Nakamura-Baron Corbin rivalry here for a little bit, especially considering the fact, Nakamura returned into the match while Corbin was climbing the ladder. I don't know. I think that'd be a pretty cool rivalry. I don't know. Let's hope. But the first 20 minutes of the match were not really very eventful. The only thing that was really eventful about that was Sami Zayn just going absolutely bonkers. He throws KO off the ladder, breaking the shit out of it while bending it, and then doing the sunset flip powerbomb off the ladder onto Ziggler. It was nuts. But for all the Sami Zayn fans, I'm so sorry. You got teased so many times with him winning that match. I honestly thought at one point they were going to let Sami win it, but In my mind, I thought, there's no way. There's no way they're going to let Sami win. I have nothing against Sami. It's just WWE apparently has something against Sami Zayn. But we ended up getting to see the Shinsuke Nakamura, AJ Styles stare down, and it was glorious. And they got the brawl, and it was glorious. But they just have so much history together. When anytime these two are in the ring, whether it's on the same team or they're enemies, it's hyped. It's so hyped. It's nuts. But the way that their brawl kind of lasted 10 minutes, it was just all about them. There was a pretty good chance that they weren't going to win the match. But of course, Baron Corbin ends up winning Money in the Bank. I think it's a great move from WWE. You know, the guy, he's been pretty main event caliber for a while now. Obviously, he's memed on his mic ability. I'm sure in time that'll get better. I mean, I know a certain superstar on Raw who's not really A plus on the mic, but yet he's still main event caliber. We're not gonna touch any names. I'm just gonna say it rhymes with Schmorman Schmains. We'll just leave it at that. But that was the SmackDown pay-per-view Money in the Bank. It's going to be interesting to see what happens on Tuesday. We can't forget July 4th. We find out with John Cena. I still see him coming back and beating Jinder Mahal because Jinder's just. I think he's just going to be champion for a little bit just to get the India market in, and then boom, he's just going to be back down to more than likely to jobber status. He'll be squashed to everybody, like pretty much like Dolph Ziggler has. But if John Cena does come back and win, get his 17th title, be very likely that Baron Corbin cashes in on him. Because, okay, Cena will get his 17th title, but it's not going to have to be, he can go back to, doing his thing, because obviously Cena is a 17-time champion. Jesus Christ. It's about as annoying as his 10th title reign, or his 13th, or his 14th. I don't know. Personally, that's what I think will happen. Maybe it's kind of what I want to happen. Now, don't get me wrong, Jinder Mahal, I love the guy. He's awesome. He's great. He's definitely been added to my dude list over the last month and a half. But I don't know. I just see John Cena getting that 17th title, and then Baron Corbin getting it. It's going to get Baron over more. They're taking out a top name. It's going to give him more heat because Cena still is a baby face regardless how much he gets booed. But yeah, that's it. If you liked the video, please leave a like. It really helps me out. Tell me in the comments section, what did you think of the Money in the Bank pay-per-view? What was your favorite match? What was your least favorite match? We're going to be back here doing another great video for the amazingly named Raw pay-per-view Great Balls of Fire. Oh god, I'm looking forward to that video just to see how many times I can say that pay-per-view name without laughing. Alright guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.